Or did she take care of the girls?
At first, she was one of the girls. Yeah, now I started recording. Right.
Oh, I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah. We'll just start now. It doesn't matter.
So she was?
I think she was at one point.
Yeah.
She was that girl that went to college.
Okay.
Was she the one that had to have sex every day with that guy for the scholarship?
See, that's what I didn't understand. Is that she was that girl. Because she said that she would go home and lie on the tile floor with the other girl, the cold tile floor.
Yeah.
She was the auntie at that point,
Yeah,
though.
she was
The aunt at that point? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And she also was in, like, struggling, and then she got help from another person, right? And now she's trying to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a little confusing.
Yeah. She kept moving his sister.
Yeah. I feel bad because it might be a cultural thing, but
I know when you said that, you were like, oh.
I know, you're just like, just slapping the wrist. So you had the right idea. What did you say we had to discuss?
We had to discuss the video and then, like, how we can help, right?
Yeah, why are these things happening to women in Africa? And am I on video now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And what are some possible solutions? How can women be assisted and helped out in these countries?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess the biggest assistance that they could get is money to go to school. That's why they have to go be prostitutes, because even if they have to sleep with someone for 50 cents.
Yeah, that really stinks. That, like, after all that will
Yeah.
But, or is that a lot to them?
I think it could be because I have a friend that went to Africa recently, and she brought back money, and they had like 20,000 African dollars, whatever, and she said that was only worth like $5.
Oh, really?
So I think there is a big difference, kind of like a yin and a yang thing.
Yeah.
The yin and the yang, whatever the Chinese.
Yeah, whatever the Chinese do.
Yeah, whatever the Chinese use. Yeah. So I mean, it might sound that bad if they were there, but in reality, it's like
It might not be that bad.
$10 at least.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty horrible, but
Yeah.
better than 50 cents.
I don't know if if the equality like plays a role or not. Like I don't exactly know their level in Africa. But when they said that the one girl would get like raped by her grandfather, like do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like, am I remembering this right? But just to see like, is there an equality thing, or is that just like certain circumstances that they're put in and the safety of the area?
I think it might be an inequality thing. Because, like, why else would a bunch of teenage girls just go be prostitutes just for the heck of it? You know, like here they can just go get a job at McDonald's or whatever, but
Yeah,
it's probably
that's
pretty
true.
pretty dominant male over there. Where,
Yeah. And, like, the poverty setting, that probably has a factor in it, too. Because if they're in a low poverty setting, like, there's not, like, really, like, not protection, but there's just, like, a safe place to be.
yeah.
And it's, like, gangs are probably out. Well, not there's kings in Africa, but like, there's
There's-
probably, you know, like, people out there trying to do these things. And if you're in a low poverty place, then, you know, that's just everywhere and you can't get away from it, too.
Yeah. I guess the job types, too. Like, there's mines. Like, what else kind of work can you do down there?
Yeah. Like farming and then.
I would say farming seems like the biggest.
And farming's, like, mostly, like, labor, you know.
Yeah.
Hard
Must
Yeah,
labor.
you need guys for that. Mostly.
Yeah. Don't you have a country in Africa?
Yeah.
How's it like there with women inequality?
It's, I don't know, like, it's in, like, there's differences, but, like, it doesn't seem like it's one of the things that they're doing the best at. And so, like, it's actually, like, getting closer and closer to, like, becoming equal. Like, they just have, like, different roles. Like, mom kind of just, like, stays more at home, like, with the kids. Kind of not, like, in our sense, but, like, and just kind of, like, in the time for school videos, like, it's kind of like that, like, just taking care of, like, food and stuff like that. But, I mean, like, women have power. Like, they're in, like, the parliament and stuff.
That's
so,
good.
like, it's definitely not, like, as big of an issue as wherever, like, they're from.
Yeah, I have Madagascar, and I read that their women are now being involved in parliament, so they have a little bit more choice, but it's still kind of iffy in some areas.
Yeah.
I don't have Africa, so kind of hard for me to figure that out. So what's something that could help them? Like, what would be an immediate, or not immediate, but a plausible solution.
That's like really hard to say because like the way she brought it up too, like it's not just in Africa, it's not just in my country, like it's everywhere, and like it's true, even though like it might not be as bad like in certain places, like women face inequality everywhere, like pay amounts and like opportunities and stuff like happens everywhere. So it's hard to say, especially because we don't like exactly know what goes on in that country. It's hard to say exactly how we can help.
Yeah. Do you have one, maybe?
I don't know. From what she said, she made it sound like she's going to those countries herself and like doing tours and learning about the background and kind of educating them.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes a lot, the biggest impact is having somebody else that's been through that come in and talk to those girls or talk to the people that have already gone through that, and
Or just have someone, period, to go do that. Because, like, I
yeah,
don't know, like, it might sound selfish, but that's not what I would want to do with my career, you know, just
yeah,
traveling to all the villages. She said sometimes 14 hours by car on a dirt road.
yeah, and it
It's
can
like,
be a long.
I wouldn't want to do that. So I guess you'd have to have motivated people. But they said an
Yeah.
example of she went to a village and got, like, a couple of the brightest girls
Mm-hmm.
and helped them out, and they did something with it.
Yeah,
Just
that's
doing
true.
that in certain groups so that eventually 20 years later, like she said, there'll be more people doing that.
Yeah, incorporating more and more people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because if you have education, like you're not gonna like fall for everything and be like on that lower level. But okay, I don't know if I just like misheard it, but then did she say like that there was that one girl in the village who like got to 9th grade and she was like the biggest laughing stock or something?
Yeah.
Like-
Sure, everyone's making fun of her for staying in school.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that must be really hard to like stay in school with that kind of like community and stuff.
Goes back to what you said, the inequality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I can't remember what country it was, but in that school video we watched, the one girl, she was going to school, but then she fell so far behind.
Oh.
Do you remember that? And she fell so far behind that she quit school because the kids would make fun of her because she was so
Yeah.
much older, and so she got so embarrassed, and
That was
so she
sad.
just quit. So I think the people they're around have a big impact on them as well.
Besides the people, not the schooling, because I'm pretty sure they're all getting free schooling by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the government's probably giving them at least through high school, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of helping them stay in.
Yeah.
Doing something like Brazil, giving them like food stamps for people that go to school,
Yeah. That's cool.
and that
Giving
would,
them more motivation.
yeah, not only motivation to eat, but that way they don't have to go and sleep with someone for $5.
Yeah.
For the $5 that they would use for fruits and vegetables, they would get it from school.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a good solution, and that is good.